plugging away at my to-do list. I have the longest to-do list I've ever had on a Monday, and I'm getting things done. Hi, hello. How are you? I have been back and forth in my head about how to structure my content going into the holidays. And then I was thinking, well, what am I going to be talking about in this vlog? And then I was thinking, what if we're just talking about all the things we're grateful for? And we're really taking this time together to be reflective, to express gratitude, appreciate the small things, because as you know, I kind of have a little platform built on the idea of gratitude and the power of gratitude. Let's just spend some time in this vlog doing daily things, but really focusing on that gratitude, that idea of Thanksgiving. So to start, I'm grateful for a Monday of paperwork. I'm having a little bit of a paperwork day where I'm setting up devices. I am collaborating with my teams. I'm writing IEPs and finishing up reports. Here's a big gratitude. I just finished drafting my final IEP for 2025. Isn't that wild? Wild. There's a lot of gratitude that goes in that, because let me tell you, October, November has been one of the busiest seasons for me as a speech pathologist, this specific one. There's just been a lot. I've been covering for an SLP in a couple different ways, and just having a lot added to my to-do list. We're doing a lot of staff trainings for AAC, and I've just entered this whole new role as an SLP with being on the AAC team. So it's been really good, but it's definitely in some ways kicked my butt. I've been able to do it mostly without feeling like I'm burning out. There've been a couple days, maybe a couple weeks, I would say 2 weeks out of the last 8 weeks, where I've really felt like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling burnout. Like I need to do what I need to do to help get myself reset and back on track. And we've spent some of that time together. And so yeah, let's have a little gratitude journey in this one. Been filming very much today. One, because I've been just sitting here doing a lot of paperwork, preparing for IEPs, and then also getting super organized for December. But one thing I'm about to go do, I don't have my tripod, so that's another reason why I haven't been filming, because it's hard and awkward. But I'm about to go do that fun part of being an AAC speech pathologist in the district. I get to go deliver a device. So that's super exciting. In this delivery, I'm also including a handout. I highly recommend this if you work with AAC or students or families with AAC. We just created our own little one sheet for Proloquo for parents. I just highly recommend, literally my friend did this in a couple seconds. I can't share it because she did it, but it's just for all of us to use. But essentially it's just a quick bullet point of the Proloquo setup, how to navigate, how to troubleshoot, basically. Talk to your SLP if you want to add any buttons, change anything, or if you're having issues. And sorry, my snack is sitting right here on the paper towel. But I'm going to include that, so that way I'm not the SLP that works with the student, but the SLP that does, she's going to pass it on tomorrow to parents and kind of explain it and stuff. That's kind of our system. So I'm getting ready to go do that, and then the day will be done pretty much after that, and I'm going to an in-home session. So that's where we're at. But I just got off the phone with Marc. He is doing me a lot of favors this week. He's taking my car to get an oil change. I just made the appointment for that. And I called him and I was like, I think something very exciting is on our doorstep, but I need you to bring it in because it's raining, or it's about to rain. It literally got so dark and looks like it's about to just start pouring out there. And I was like, I need you to bring in our wedding invitations because I got the notification that they got delivered. So he was like, okay. And so he went to grab them while he was still on the phone with me. He's like, you have another package. And I was like, I do. He's like, it's from L'Occitane. And I was like, I haven't gotten a package from L'Occitane in so long, and those are one of my favorite PR packages to get. And yeah, those are the updates I have for you. But let's go deliver an iPad. These scissors. Are you gonna be in this? You wanna be a part of it? I mean, you could be off to the side.
Yeah, I can be off screen for it.
All right, what am I opening first? Wedding invitations?
Sure, I mean, we know what they
We
are.
know, I know, we know. Here, I'll set the table. This is a heavy package. Limited edition scents designed. Oh, it's scents. Oh.
Interesting.
Oh, we have scents. We have a shower foam. How fancy does that look? With a whipped body cream. I can't quite get a smell for it, but whipped hand cream. The L'Occitane hand cream is probably my favorite thing. And their night serum. I just really love them. So I love a new hand cream. This is Citron Bergamot. It's like a subtle citrus smell.
Just sniff here.
That's pretty nice. Oh, wow. Here's March's favorite. Holiday scent attached to it. Let's see it. It's festive. No, it's festive. What is this? Oh. Wow. A perfume. A vanilla perfume, which is kind of my go-to scent. Oh, that's pretty nice. Wait. I like that a lot. Would you like to smell?
Swap.
Swap, swippity swap. I like that.
Oh yeah, that smells good.
That's nice. Sometimes with perfumes, I have to be pretty careful because certain scents aren't my favorite, but I really like that. It's not like a too sweet vanilla. That smells so good. And then a body lotion to go with that. Thank you, L'Occitane. Thank you so much. I really want to figure out what this smells like. Let's see. Let's see, let's see. Oh, they're cute. I was worried that the text would be too small. Perfect. Yay.
Yeah, that looks good.
They do look good. And they like are complimentary of our Save the Dates.
Yeah, they look even better than Save the Date.
They do. I'm really, really happy with them.
Yeah.
Yay. Our start time. We're gonna do some music making. We haven't done this in a hot minute. Gosh, that's so tired. Okay. I have a cat and her name is Bosh. She's the very best and she has her own spot, yeah.
I guess that this is a song about Sposh is the best.
Out for a ride, yeah.
I guess that this is a song about Sposh is the best. I haven't sang in a while, so I guess this is a test. I guess that this is a song about Sposh is the best. I would say that was pretty good.
Not having done that in like, I would say it's been 1.5 years maybe since we've done it. Maybe 2 years.
Yeah.
It's pretty solid. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I am getting ready to head up to the preschool classroom for circle time. And I'm teaching the word like today. I look so bundled up. It is so cold. It was like 49 degrees when I got out of my car, which is wild because 2 weeks ago, it was like 75 degrees in the morning. Just so wild in Southern California. But yeah, I look a little bit tired and bundled up. Anyways, I am gonna teach the word like, and what I'm gonna do to do this circle time lesson is do the normal things. We're going to talk about what the word means. Oh, my core board's all the way over there. On our big version of this core board, we're going to talk about where it is on this core board, and then we will learn how to sign it like we always do. And then for like how to just like reinforce it or like help the kids practice it, I'm gonna do the Matt and Molly story, the turkey story that we did we did 2 weeks ago in centers. So it'll be something familiar to them and they can help retell it with me, but we can practice now like finding it on the corkboard and using the sign because it has the word like in it at least 3 times, maybe 4. It might be on every page. So if you're not familiar with that, I'll link that video, which I have timestamped so you can find the Matt and Molly activity that I planned a couple weeks ago. But yeah, they really loved it. So I'm gonna drink some coffee and head up there and see you in a little bit. Whoa! Uh-oh. Got stuck. Oh, you fixed him. Whee! Been a busy day. But I will say I'm grateful for it. When we think about like finding the gratitude, I do appreciate the hustle of school-based SLP life. I know not everybody feels that way. I feel like I've found a good balance. I've struck a good balance with like having moments like right now where I'm like, okay, it's time to do my billing and my data and everything. I just did my data collection. I'm gonna sit here and record all my billing for the day. But I feel like I have a good mindset about it. Like I do the hustle and bustle, nonstop stuff, and then get to come and sit in here and like kind of decompress and do paperwork. And I don't mind it because it allows me that balance and kind of that ability to like let my brain rest in a sense. I mean, I know when you're doing the paperwork, like your brain's not 100% resting, but I've just looked at it that way for long enough that it actually feels like a break. So that's a little hack for you. Look at this time like a break because it will feel like one if you really believe it is one. I did do a couple sessions pull out, which I know I showed you, which were so fun. I love play-based therapy. I just love it. Then I did the rest of my sessions were all push-in. So I got to do my whole group lesson with Matt and Molly, and then also push in for the class. Like the last 2 sessions I did, we just did whatever they were doing. They were playing with their peers. And so I just worked on certain language things, like all their goals and stuff with them in there. And it's really good because they have the language models from the Gen Ed peers in our inclusion class. And I can use that to my advantage. It helps give them those models, and then I can document that basically, that they're imitating their peers, and it's fantastic. We love it because their peers are in there more than I am anyways. So yeah, all right, I better focus on this because I almost just billed for the wrong kid. I am actually getting ready to go deliver another device day 2 to the other student that is getting one. So I'm gonna go do that before I officially call it the end of the workday. Guess where I am? Back in my speech room after my session. It's like 3:45, so it's like an hour after I left work. But I forgot my center time activity for tomorrow. I knew I was forgetting something. It just works out that Marc, he's going to My Lady for his hair appointment, and so I'm gonna go with him, but it works out that I'm meeting him there, and it's really close by to my work. So it just worked out. Things just work out that way. So I don't even know what we're doing in centers this week, starting tomorrow. So I'm quickly gonna figure that out, grab my materials, and then I was gonna go like sit at a Starbucks and edit, but I don't even know if by then I'll have time. I could just sit here and edit, honestly. Maybe I'll do that. I have some things to share with you. Come here, guy. Oh. Because by the time this is out, everybody will have seen your hair.
I got a haircut.
Cute boy. I don't know if it was a good or a bad thing that I was there, because the whole time he was getting his haircut, I was just looking at this side of his face, and Nisha, the lady that does both of our hair, was like, she cannot stop looking at you. I really couldn't. I'm all giddy about your hair, but you look so handsome.
Thank you.
Thanks for allowing me to show your hair to the internet.
You're welcome.
More exciting things. I might actually need scissors, maybe not. We decided to snag something that was on a Black Friday sale that we've been talking about having for at least a year now because we love air frying.
Here, catch. I'm gonna throw the scissors.
Okay, thanks. This is from Our Place. Wonder Oven. So it's a non-toxic air fryer. The thing about Our Place is all of their cookware, all of their stuff is non-toxic, really good quality, very highly rated. So I did my research before. I did so much research actually on non-toxic air fryers, and then I checked AI and this still came up. They have 3 or 4 different versions of this oven. They were the top 4 for everything. So I thought that was pretty good. This is the large Wonder Oven. It's not the newest one because the newest one was a lot more. It does the same thing. It's just digital, but we could handle a non-digital oven, I think. Another thing to please note, we don't have a microwave. Our microwave bit the dust.
It didn't actually bite the dust.
It's done.
There is some rust inside of it, which we just realized, and then it also happens to be from
1985
or 1986.
something like that. It's a General Electric.
According
Original.
to AI, it's not worth fixing it because, well, 1, it's very old, and 2, microwaves of that era might leak radiation.
But I'm excited because our air fryer that we're currently using, it's like, I don't know how big, but it's small. We'll put it that way. It's pretty small.
But the main reason we're replacing it is because it was like
The toxic.
toxic.
It for sure is toxic. Oh, nice. Ooh, he's cute. I'm excited. We're gonna use it tonight for sweet potatoes, yes?
Yeah.
Hi, happy Wednesday. I just had one of the hardest days of my career. It never, as a school-based SLP, it very rarely has to do with like your actual kids that you're seeing. I've had my moments where kids have brought me to tears. Like I get so, my heart hurts or whatever. But I just had I'm just decompressing and I have not cried about it today. But I need to take a moment and just cry. I don't want to ever come on here and seem like I'm complaining about my job. I do love my job. I just ultimately was like, I need to share this because as a school-based SLP in particular, I know that this is the norm for some people. I preface it with that because I'm very frustrated and I'm trying to work through those feelings and be open to those feelings of frustration, which is why I'm allowing myself to cry about it and not freak out to the best of my ability. I will start by saying, in the spirit of gratitude, I am immensely grateful for my colleagues, for my fellow SLPs. The team that we have in my district blows me away with our ability to come together. But this morning, I was asked, and really, when you work in the schools, for the most part, you're voluntold, to help cover a medical leave of an elementary SLP. My caseload is preschool. I have not worked with elementary school kids in some time, but I know I can do it. She had some open assessments. These assessment deadlines are in 2 weeks. We're about to go on Thanksgiving break, so I'm losing a whole week of assessment time. They weren't started. Whoever was helping her and cover, or somebody missed it, that there were 3 open assessments that hadn't been started. And now, from this morning to the day that they're due, we have a total of 6 days to get them done. So a 60-day job in 6 days. That's where I'm coming from right now. I'm actually heading into a meeting, an IEP, and I need to just gather my thoughts and think about that. But I think I'm just coming from this very frustrated place of I was basically asked to drop everything for this because people don't want to be out of compliance. And I get that. You know, we're advocating, we're trying to get some coverage to help us. And luckily our district is trying to figure it out. But it took all day for that to kind of come down the pipeline. Meanwhile, my whole day was gone. I started the testing because I have to use every possible second I can. If you know me, you know that I don't work over breaks. So there's also that element. So yeah, there's just a lot going on. Sorry, I had to just come on here and talk to you about it. That's what happened in my world today. How are you doing? Okay, just got done with my IEP and I'm realizing how dramatic I was being. I mean, I'm not trying to like belittle my own feelings and say that coming on here and crying to you and saying I was frustrated is the wrong thing to do. That's not the dramatic part. The dramatic part is saying is probably one of the worst days of my career. I wouldn't say worst. Worst is the wrong adjective. I just had a whole IEP meeting to think about it and reflect on it. One of the most challenging, let's say that, one of the most challenging, one of the most frustrating for sure. Frustrating in terms of the communication and frustrating in terms of the fact that I do feel a little bit taken for granted. Something got, obviously somebody dropped a ball and I don't know who, and I'm not trying to blame anybody. And like, it happened. That's all that I'm saying. It happened. A ball got dropped where a timeline, three assessments were open and not started, and things happened and nobody caught it until they were due 2 weeks later. But one of those weeks is a break, and I can't tell the parents to bring their kids over Thanksgiving break because we're not in school. So we're already losing that week. So I had 5 days or 6 days or whatever to get this done. Mind you, I have a trip, so I'm out part of that time. There's just a lot going on in my mind, but I do feel taken for granted when I'm just told, okay, you have to help and you have to do this and you have to do 60 days worth of work in what is that, a tenth of that time? The IEP just wrapped. I'm very eager to just get out of here, but I'm having this moment where I know I need to pause and meditate and take it slow and take this whole process of getting my stuff and getting out of here very slow, because this is when my brain starts to go crazy typically. So we're gonna let our mind rest and get behind the thoughts. And I'm very grateful that I was able to reflect and kind of come to terms with it. I'm not gonna say it's one of the worst days, but it definitely was a day that lent itself to a whole new experience of emotions when it comes to being an SLP. Obviously, it's the next day. I'm sitting here working on assessments and IEPs. Luckily, yesterday, I was able to get a lot done with the 2 kids that I'm doing assessments for this random little situation that happened. So now my plan, I have one parent to call an interview. I called one yesterday. It's amazing when you're given a certain amount of time what you can get done. I will say that Marc put it so beautifully. He was like, because I said, I only have 6 days to do 60 days worth of work. He said, no, you have 6 days to do 6 days worth of work. You're gonna get it done no matter what your timeline is. And I was like, thank you for having faith in me. That was really sweet. But my goal is to, do it without still losing my boundaries for the times that I go home and not taking work home, those kinds of things. So my sweet Slippa is completely taking over for me today. And then I'm hoping that I'm getting some coverage tomorrow so I can continue to work on report writing and whatever I need to do. But I also want to get another classroom observation done. So I'm going to go back today in the afternoon to the other school site and finish that. So morning is for paperwork, afternoon will be for observation.
This is literally a ranch.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's so pretty when it's just raining outside.
I am living my fall girl dreams right now with our fire. We are air frying tortilla chips because I wanted to test out how those come out with our new air fryer that we got a couple nights ago. We've been really loving it. We've used it 3 times now. But I just got done planning my YouTube content for the next month. Everything is planned. I actually went super type A for the first time in all of my content creation endeavors and scheduled out when I'm going to film, when I'm going to edit, and what I'm going to film and be editing and uploading and all of that to make sure that certain things come out at certain times. Plus with our travel plans in December, I just want to make sure that we're all good to go. So it feels so good to have that done. And now I'm gonna sit by the fire, wait for a snack to be done, and get my email out about the journal promo, which by the time this vlog comes out, based on my schedule, that will all be over and you will have already shopped and hopefully gotten your journals. But I am going to get my email list, get them the information about the journal sale that's happening. So that's the plan. It's a little more admin. It's a content creator, small business owner kind of a night, which is what Thursdays are for me. So let's be cozy. I don't know if you can hear Mark chewing.
You should be able to.
But
Feels very loud to me.
here are chips that we just made from in the new air fryer.
We cooked them on 350.
On 350. Yeah, maybe. I wonder if we should we have done a higher temperature or a lower temperature and longer?
For some reason, I feel like a higher temperature.
Yeah, me too. But either way, like look at this tortilla chip. Listen to that crunch.
But yesterday, we got the first real test when we cooked up chopped sweet potatoes, and they came out very sweet and crunchy and delicious. Highly recommend.
You deserve this for Christmas if you've been looking into a non-toxic air fryer. Plus it does so many things. Like we don't even have to use our oven anymore. Cheers to our place.